the demand for vegetable dishes are getting higher, so I thought of doing another vegetable dish, vegetable pasties. In Sri Lanka we called it vegetable patties. So for this recipe I'm using 250 grams of plain flour with 115 grams of chilled butter, and then I have 60 milliliters of chilled water, and for the mix to fill in I am using some celery, leeks, carrot and some boiled potatoes, 1 tomato, some garlic, curry leaves and 2 onions, green chilies, and for the spices, always to your taste, turmeric powder, chili powder, curry powder and pepper, and of course salt. So what I'm going to do first is going to do the pastry. So into the food processor I'm going to add the flour and then the butter, and going to mix this about 30 seconds, and after add 60 milliliters of chilled water and make a stiff dough. So I finished doing the dough and it should be like this. So I'm going to glad wrap this and put it in the fridge about 15 minutes before I do the rest of the recipe. Meanwhile I'm going to do the filling. To do the rest of the recipe I'm going to add garlic and curry leaves into the oil, and into that going to add some onions and then the green chilies. I'm going to cook this about 2 minutes. When the onions are tender, add some salt, always to your taste, and then the carrot, leeks and the celery, tomatoes and the spices. So when the vegetables are tender, add the boiled potatoes and mix well and leave it to cool down. To do the rest of the recipe, put some flour onto the bench top and take the pastry out from the fridge and the glad wrap and put it on top of the bench top, and add a little bit more flour and roll that to 2 centimeter thickness. So the pastry is ready. If you are working in a very hot environment, if it is melting, you need to put that back again in the fridge after a while. So cut according to the size of the pasties that you like. Normally we do small ones, not really big ones. So cut the pastry and then take a spoonful of the mix and put it into the middle and fold the edges. You can use a little bit of water to seal the edges too, and then use a fork and press the edges like this and leave it on a tray. I'm going to deep fry this. If you like, you can bake this too. The pasties are ready, so I made 32 little pasties out from that recipe. I'm going to add some oil into a pot and leave it on the stove now. The oil is hot, so I'm going to add the pasties and deep fry them until golden brown. Make sure that you control the heat to cook the outside pastry. The vegetable pasties are ready, and serve that with a bit of tomato sauce on the side, and I'll see you next time. Thank you for watching.